For this activity we are going to open a new Word document and we're going to type some stuff in there and play around with the fonts and then save it. Okay, so the most recent Word version is Word or Microsoft 2016. They go in 3 years, so the one before that was 2013, 2010, etc. 2007. They're all basically the same, just some small differences in terms of where you find some of the menus, but all the things in there are pretty much the same, certainly the basics. So you'll find Microsoft Word in your Start menu. You'll need to scroll down to find Microsoft under the M, and it will be in there in Microsoft Office. Open it and it'll be in there. Now mine is somewhere slightly different. Yours will be in the Microsoft Office folder. Mine's over here, so I'm going to just click once and here we go. Again, yours might be slightly different, but you want a blank document, and I'm going to double click on this. Click, click, and here we go. Okay, so what have we got? Up here we've got the name of the font, so this is called Calibri. This is quite standard. It's what the text is going to look like. Just here we have the size of the font. Underneath you've got the bold, italics and underline. So let's start writing something. What are we going to write? Dear Mr. Putin, comma, press the enter button. I am writing to you to say what a wonderful president you have turned out to be. Okay, I could keep writing, but I haven't got all day. So what am I going to do? If I left click at the end and hold down my left button, I can then highlight everything. I can move it around, move my mouse around, but I'm all holding down the left button. Wherever I stop, when I want to stop highlighting, I let go of the left button, and you can see it's all highlighted. So whatever I do up here now, it's going to do it to this text that I've highlighted. So let's try something. Let's try changing the size of the font. If I click this little arrow here with the left button, I can change the size of the font. As I move it up and down, you can see it changes, so I can see when I'm ready. I quite like it, let's say at 24. When I'm ready, left click, and it's done. Let me see, I think I want to have it italic, so I just have to click the button here. There we go. I think I want it underlined and maybe bold. Now if I change my mind, you can see they're all highlighted. I just have to click them again to undo them. And we'll stay with the italics. Now if I want to change the font, I have to click this little drop down menu here, and I can scroll up and down by left clicking and holding here. I've got lots of fonts here, or I can just move down like this, and you can see it changes over here as I move it. So why not Times New Roman? That's quite standard. Left click and it changes. I can highlight, and I can get it back to normal, no colour. But you see it hasn't changed yet because I need to highlight it again. There we go. Okay, something that's very important. If you do something that you wish you hadn't, let's say I delete that by accident. Oh, whoops. I can undo. And the undo button is this one up here, right up in the left hand corner. Again, it might be a bit different for you, but you'll be looking for probably a blue arrow that points to the left. That's undo. If I click it once, it will undo. It will go back a step. Let's click it again, and it undoes again, because the last thing I did was to highlight it in yellow. The other way you can do it is by highlighting the whole thing, and you can copy and paste, but we're going to come to that in a minute. Or I can just press Control and Z, and it undoes. Hold Control down and Z, and it will undo what you've just done. The very last thing, which is very important and really useful, is copy and paste. So if I highlight what I want to copy by holding down the left button and dragging it, then stop. If I right click and then choose copy, and then if I go here and press the enter button twice and then right click paste, I can just copy what I've done. Alright. The other way you can do that, highlight everything, is without the menus you can hold down the control button on the bottom left of your keyboard, press C, you don't see anything happen, enter, then hold down control and at the same time press V. It does the same thing as you copy and paste. That's really useful. Now when I've done it, I want to go to save it. If you see a little blue icon of a disk, so the square thing up there, you can just press that, but we're going to go to the file menu and go to save. Now you'll need to only click save as, you'll need to choose where you're going to put it. And I'm going to put mine on the desktop, so I'm going to click desktop, and then I'll need to write something in the file name to choose what I'm going to call the file. So letter to Mr. Putin, and then click save, or I can just press enter, doesn't matter. And it's done. Now if I close that down, you can see that here is my letter. If I want to highlight it, or if I click, 2 clicks, left button, click, it opens again, and there it is, and I can play with it and do what I like to it. Okay, let's close it down, that's all.